Making professional fonts has never been so easy. Shh, they'll never know. In order to get access to awesome animated fonts, we need to download variable fonts. Thankfully, Adobe Font has hundreds. They also have previews, so you'll know what you'll be getting. Once you've downloaded our preferred font, the Adobe Creative Cloud will install it for us, and it will instantly be available in After Effects. We now have access to the variable font button, with various properties for us to play with. Inside our text layer, let's head to the text attribute, animate, variable font axes, all font axes. Now we can key the font weight, width, slant, and more. In fact, let's make something like this. Let's first create a solid, then let's make a text layer. For this example, I'm going to use the indoor kid variable. We'll duplicate this layer and hide it for now. Because I want make to be the second word and have it do something different, I'm going to delete it from this string. In my text layer, we'll go into animate, variable font axes, all font axes. Let's keyframe everything, because you never know what you're going to want. Then we take our front axis width and take it to its smallest range, grab our first frame and paste that near the end. Looks a little basic, and we can't have that. So let's make this last frame wider than its final position, and with the original still copied, let's paste. If we really want to, we can make it bounce a little bit more by having it go in a little bit and then rest. Nice. We can always throw an easy ease on that as well, just to give it a nice finish. If we need to, we can select all the frames, hold the Alt key, and drag inwards. Now we've got a much faster bounce. Let's unhide our duplicated layer and remove the parts that we don't need. Let's line it up nicely. Little tip, if you do want to see all of the keys that you've keyed, push the U key on your keyboard. That way it will show only the parameters you want to see. First, we open up the position with the P key and keyframe our text's current location. Let's move that keyframe off to the side for now. The first frame should be off screen. The second should be squashed on the text when it squishes, which seems to be around here. And the third is now our original position. You can always change the timing of things if it doesn't feel quite right. Let's add our keyable variable fonts now, and let's animate the slant when it comes in. We'll select all the frames, pushing the U key to squash it back together. And at the time that I want to make a snip, we hold Control, Shift, and D. Now we can hold Control and press the open or closed bracket key. This way everything's kept together. Now when I want to make changes to the text, we already have everything in the right places. Let's first change the background color and the font color. We can erase all of our keyframes as well. Change the word. And this time, let's keyframe the position to come down from the top. Let's add our easy ease and drag the frames apart. That way we can hide its start and have it come down halfway through. If we want, we could always separate the position's dimensions, and on the Y axis, turn the easy ease on both of the anchors. Rule of thumb, long is slow and short is fast. In our variable font, turn up the weight and animate the range. Let's repeat the process and make a new background and a new text layer. And this time, let's make it scale in. And let's animate the variable font once more. For this one, I'm going to make sure the weight is set to 300. And in the range selector, I'm going to animate the start. Let's make sure our font axis weight is at 800 instead. Now let's duplicate the word, erase our keys once more, move the font or the text over and just add a bunch of full stops. And we'll add a mask to this. Now all we have to do is animate the mask's appearance. Then we have to time it with the font changing weight to make it match. And then when the text looks like it's getting slightly off screen, we're going to animate the position. But to make sure that we don't lose the text as well, we're going to parent the text to the full stops. That way, when we move the full stops, the text goes with it. All we have to do then is play with the movement, and we want our third piece of text to go here. So all we have to do is duplicate the last thing we wrote, change the text, allow the animation to happen, move our piece into place, and then parent it back to the text. For this one, I want to make the weight bigger and add a little bit of a bounce to it. When it comes to the font changing size, you may find it easier to have the font just at its highest weight. And just by moving the range, you'll get the ability to change the font in a more dynamic way. And now we have our very own variable font animation. Not bad. Now you can animate text with a bit more flair and a lot more ease. If you're ready for more tips, I'll see you in the next one.